Sneak peek. Sneak peek. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who participated in the comments in the last video. Some really great ideas. Some of you said louvers on top, which is what I was thinking about originally actually. Someone suggested electric, which is quite fancy. Others just said, you know, like this, but a smaller gap, which is kind of probably the route that I'm going to go down. Some said just keep it open because they like the big wide mouth look. Some of you said removable, which is quite a good idea. And others said grill. So really great ideas. Unfortunately, I'm not going to do any of that at the minute. What I'm going to do is concentrate on getting the body done. I kind of want to get some colour on it. And motivate me forwards a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is take all the body parts off that I don't need. Not my body, obviously, because I need my arms and legs to function. And then I'm going to spray the bits and bobs that aren't removable and get that done while the weather's nice, because I can spray the other bits and bobs, like the wings, etc., in here and heat this room. Obviously, I can't get the car in this bit. So, yeah, that's the plan. So there we go, stripped down and ready for some high build primer. But first I've got to do like masses of sanding. But it's okay, I'm going to be patient and not moan. So I was just masking up this kind of frunk area, and then I realised that there was quite a few kind of random holes just drilled here and there. Well, they probably weren't random for some reason at some point, but they're random now. And yeah, so I'm kind of just working on them to fill them before I spray. Might as well get them sorted now and make it look really nice. So the big holes are filled, and I'm just giving them a little skim of filler just to kind of tidy them up a little bit more. My biggest concern was this area here. There was stress cracks on the A-pillar here, and the only way of sorting them out properly was to grind them right out and stop the cracks propagating anymore. Propagating, is that the right word? Or spreading? So that's the only way around that. So I'm adding some P40 filler there, just going to strengthen that area back again. It's at this point we delicately caress the bodywork to make sure it's up to standard, like a Lindt master craftsman chocolatier. So if anyone's interested on this DA sander, I'm using a soft backing pad, and that way it gives me some flexibility. So when I'm doing the arches, it doesn't dig in as if I was using just the standard pad. So this allows a little bit of flex. While I'm working on this repair, I want to address that wonky line there as well. And I don't like that. So that is going to be sorted out next, I think. So these were the two areas I was working on. That's come out quite nice. I've reworked that line there. It needs a little bit more work. So what I need to do now is probably make some kind of a spray booth. So I think I'm going to transfer that into there. So I'm almost about ready for high build primer. We're almost there now, so all masked up. To mask a car up properly takes hours. Well, it does for me anyway. I made that mistake last time, didn't mask the car up properly, and loads of overspray went on the engine bay that I'd done on my last kit car, so I've learnt a lesson from that. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm pretty much ready for high build primer. So let's do that. So I need to degrease this shell first. So let me explain what I've been doing. Over the last few months, probably, I've been collecting bits and bobs to turn my compressor into an air breathing compressor. Because I'm using 2K paint, which is really nasty, I need to have fresh air going into the compressor there. So that's going up into a vent in the roof. And then from that point, we've got the airline hose coming all the way in here. That goes up to that, and then that goes to the filter set. So from there, it's filtering out all the moisture, water gets trapped in there. Then it goes to a 3-stage filter where the micron filters get smaller and smaller. And eventually you end up with breathable air, which is good because it filters out all the nasty compressor air and oil air. So you wouldn't just want to breathe that compressor air on its own. So that filters all that out. And then from that point, we've got an air-fed respirator kind of mask, hood, and that splits off to the air gun. So you wear that on your belt and you spray with, well, I'll set it up and I'll show you. So this is the DeVilbiss air-fed respirator I'll be using. So air is coming up that hose there and feeding air into the visor. Creating a positive air pressure, so you're never breathing in any air because air's always breathing in any fumes because air's always being pushed into that visor. So such a good bit of kit. Let's get spraying. So it was about this point I realised that my compressor wasn't up for the job and it couldn't supply enough air to feed the mask and the spray gun, so I had to revert back to a standard respirator. So there we go, high build primary's on. It went a bit rough in places, but that's okay. It's particularly thick stuff. 2K. It's gone on pretty well actually. So the next job after this will be to flat it off and then spray in body colour. But yeah, that's really coming on now. That was annoying. I managed to get the hose, the airline hose caught on that bit, so that's annoying, so I've got to flat that off again. But all in all, pretty good. Fairly happy. No peeking. Stop it. No, patience. Right, so there it is. Looking pretty great actually. So nice to see it in a uniform colour, even if it is primer. Obviously lots of work to do on the bumper still. Well, not lots, but a little bit of work to do. Some filling and sanding and spraying. Thought I'd put the light lenses in just to give you an overview of how smart it's going to look. I've got fiberglass that one up because the exhaust is that side. But yeah, taking shape really well now. Really well. So, yeah, I guess that's a few thousand hours work to get to this stage. And lots more work to come. But anyway, enjoying it. It's starting to really come together now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. I have a sneaky suspicion I may have overdone it with the size of this compressor. After that compressor cock-up, I was determined to find a bigger, juicier second-hand compressor. And that's just what I did.